y'all, what's up? It's your girl Araba and I'm here with another video. I'm going to show you how I installed box braids using the rubber band method. Here we go. So first off, I'm going to trim some of the braids that I have from yesterday. So I braided it so it could stretch overnight. And this is the next evening. Now all of them don't need to be trimmed. Like this one doesn't feel like, I can't really see it, but it doesn't feel like it needs to be trimmed. But for instance, like anything that's too fuzzy, just a little bit, nothing crazy. So you can see, it's like too fuzzy down there, just a little bit, not even an inch. And I'll just be doing that throughout my head, and then I'm gonna start taking out my braids so that I can section them with rubber bands. So I'll be back. So now that I've trimmed some pieces of like that were like fuzzy, because we don't want any split ends, what I'm gonna do is start taking out the braids. And I usually like to use the end of this. I made the braids a little bit smaller than normal, so you just take out the braids and then we'll go on to the next step. But once again, this is just for purposes of stretching. I don't want to use a blow dryer or use a straightening comb or a flat iron or whatever. I'm trying not to put too much heat on my hair unless I really have to. So being that we're in, I can just braid it the night before or the day before after I wash and condition, and then I just braid it, and it's ready to be styled. So yep, here I am, just taking, I'm gonna get to the whole head at some point, and we'll just fast forward through that. And that's the first braid. So I have taken out most of my hair, most of the braids. I just have about 3 more to take out, so let's do that now. Alright, so all my braids are out. My hair is freshly washed and conditioned. And what I'm going to do now is part my hair into sections. Now, when I first did this, I believe I had 8 braids. And then the next time I did, I had 16. So I may do 32 braids. We will see. I'm going to use the same hair that I used for the 8 braids and the 16 braids. I may need to add some because I think some of them got clunked as I put it to the side. I had it hanging so that I could use it later. So it's either going to be between 16 or 32 braids. So that's going to be 16 or 32 individual box sections that I'm going to use the small black rubber bands to section off. So I'll be back after I section off all my hair. And we will see how it looks. It should be fun though. It's pretty simple. I really like how it's just easier to do this versus trying to like braid your hair with individual hair. Like that takes forever. So this is definitely an easier and faster way to get braids in your hair especially when you're doing it by yourself. It's even faster, I'm sure, if someone else is doing it for you. So once again, we're all stuck at home. You know, it's hard to, unless you have somebody that does hair that lives with you and you have to do it yourself. You have to find easier ways to take care of your hair. You don't want to be sitting in the house with your hair not done. So I'll be back with the section pieces. All right, this is my hair after I've combed it out with one of these. So it gives it a stretch, blown out look, kind of like what I would have gotten if I had used a blow dryer with the comb. It might have been a little bit more sleeker with the blow dryer and the comb, but this is it right here. So I'm about to put the different sections in. I think I'm really gonna do 32 braids all together. So 16 on one side, 16 on the other. I think that would be best, just so it lasts a little longer. I'm trying to keep it in for about a month. We shall see. All right, so I'm almost done with this left side. And I'm just gonna do the last one on here. Added a little bit of the gel to it. The front is the most important because that's where everybody sees. The front and the back. That's what everybody sees first. Like the middle, you don't have to be. So I didn't do 16. I think I have about 20 on this side just because I didn't want it too big. So I think it's about 20, but I'm gonna count it in a second. All right, you don't want it too many times, but enough that it'll stay taut. And then I just pull it a little bit just to make it a little tighter. That's it. This is 1/2 done. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, so 22 on this side. So I will try my best to get 22 on this to keep it somewhat even. If it goes a little under, let's say I get like 20, it's not too bad, but at least 22. All right, so I am finally almost done putting in my sections. As you can see, I use this to kind of like keep the hair away so it's not all up in my way. You don't want the other hairs that are already sectioned to go into the new section with another rubber band, because that hurts, or you have to just do it again, and you don't want to waste your time. This took me, I actually was watching a movie while I was doing this, so I'll have to say like an hour and a half, close to 2 hours, and I only stopped, of course, to just record certain sections, so yeah, about 2 hours altogether. And then I'm going to take my pieces that are already separated from my previous braid of when I had 16 sections with rubber bands. There we go. See, as you can see part of the pattern, which isn't really a pattern, just boxes. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Put them in. I may do a few, and then I'll show you guys the last few. I don't think I've done any video with the rubber band method, so except for like when I do like an updo or something like that. So I may show you the last few braids so you can kind of see how I do the technique. Yeah, so we're about to install some of this hair. For an example, this is from the last braid that I had. So this was like I said, 16 different parts of different sections. So this is one braid. It was kind of chunky, but not too chunky. So what I'm gonna do is just divide this in half. I may divide some that are a little bit thicker than this into 3 because I have more than 32. I have, I believe, 44 altogether. So it's 22 on each side. So yeah, I'm going to divide that up and then use those to braid. So the braids will be a little bit smaller than they were before. I'll link a video. I didn't talk about my hair, but I was doing another video that I had the hairstyle with the 16 braids in it. So I'll be back. I'm going to install these, and I also put down the hair that I used as well down below. day. I slept in my bonnet and my scarf just to keep everything fresh. And after taking a shower, I'm going to put the 2 braids that I made last night into some hot boiling water with some type of jar you could use. So, you know, a tall jar or like a plastic bucket or something like that, something that's not going to crack because of the heat of the water. But you want it really hot. Just be careful, make sure you have a towel with you so that you can dry it, because it usually stays down for a little bit, and you don't want, especially if it's long, you don't want it to like burn your skin or what have you, or get your outfit wet. So I'm gonna dip these in hot water and come on back. Alright y'all, so I just dipped my hair in hot water. So I'm gonna unravel it. It should be kind of wavy, but it just helps to keep the hair from unraveling later on. Some people use rubber bands and some people use fire and just rub the ends together. I know a lot of people aren't doing that because I know that hurts after a while, especially if you have a lot of braids that you're doing. So this is the most easiest, I believe, method, and this comes out really cute. So there we go. That's one side. See that? And if you feel like after a few days or a few weeks that your hair is starting to get fuzzy again, you could just repeat the method and just braid it up and then put it in hot water. So let's do the other side. This is it out. I'm probably not gonna keep it down. I'm probably gonna do an updo because that's more comfortable for me, and I could just, you know, just put it up and go about my business. So I'm gonna put it in an updo and come on back. So this is my updo. I'll probably wear this all week, put it down if I like, but I like how simple it is. It did take me a while to do. It was a few hours, so just putting in the sections took about an hour and a half, and then actually braiding the hair was about 3 hours, so about 5 hours altogether. I did take some breaks here and there, and then of course to record. And this time I believe I have 42 braids altogether versus before, which I'll show you down below. I had only 8 at one point and then 16, but I just wanted something a little bit smaller, but I really like how it came out. I added a little gold accent, something similar to this, except it's just gold. Got it at my local beauty supply store. So they're probably closed, but I'm sure you can get some online. Check Amazon, Etsy, eBay, things like that. Or if you know someone who has hair supplies, definitely drop it down below so we can support. And hope everybody's well as usual. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.